Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Here in Milwaukee, we've got game one of the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Our starting pitcher in this one, Mackenzie Gore. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Batting second,
one down. Next is the designated hitter, Babe Boomer. Swing and a pop-up. Bogarts. He makes the grab, 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jackson. Joe Rio.
Game one of the division series. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 2-1.
She wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and she punished it. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance.
Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
Boomer digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill settles underneath it, brings it in, and that will end the inning. Brewers leave them loaded as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Next to hit, Babe Boomer. She's already homered here in this one.
Babe Boomer.
That one blasted deep to right. This one's got a chance. Boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 4-3. Lots of waving towels, and American Family Field is electric right now.
What a timely home run that is. Now they're in the driver's seat, and you can't overstate the impact she's had on this game.
So 2 down. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One strike away from securing game 1. Throw to first, ball game, and the Brewers claim game 1 here at home.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Here in Milwaukee, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Babe Boomer. What do we need to know here?
Boog, she usually turns in a very good outing. Her teammates really enjoy when she's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping she just doesn't settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Coming up on the first pitch, Ian Happ up to hit. And here we go with game 2.
First pitch, 7:05.
That's a ball.
Happ recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
And first offering is fouled off. Just underway here in Milwaukee. Going 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Two down, nobody on. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
So a man at first. Babe Boomer getting ready to hit. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. She rockets 1 to right. She's up to 3 home runs in the series. The Brewers score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. She went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think she had her sights set on that pitch. She went and got it and circled the bases.
We're in the second game of this division series. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Brandon Lowe. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Wow, what a pitch for the strikeout right there, Boog. She placed that screwball on the inside, and man, that thing moves a ton. That's a unique pitch. So tough to throw. You don't see many pitchers throwing that pitch, but if you can put it right there against same side hitters, almost impossible to handle.
That one fouled off. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. That's a strikeout.
She had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here comes X to the plate. On the ground. On to O'Hearn. Bogart's retired. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now the DH for the Padres, Josh Smith. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Smith goes 5 feet 9 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2019. The 0-2. And down on strikes. And 1 out now.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the pitcher credit on the mound, though. She went right after it.
On the ground, and that one handled. The throw to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Batting up, the catcher, Freddie Fermin.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that'll do it. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Man at first, one away.
The Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
2 hits for her in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like she did that time.
Jackson Chourio now at the plate.
You have to be able to get runners in when they're in scoring position, especially in the postseason. These situations can define a season.
Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. The relay. Save. She beats it. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Sal Frelick, the next to hit.
Sal Frelick.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the 4th inning now in Game 2. The Brewers lead it 3-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at American Family Field. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Ian Happ. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And that one is lifted in the air. Isbell should have this one. He's got it.
Up next to the Padres, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
1 out man at first. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. Happ off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Ball, no.
Late swing, foul to the left. And the 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Padres leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Boomer back at it, pitching with the lead.
Always a little easier, but only if you protect it, Boog. She's got to lock in right here. Can't let this game seesaw. You know, these Padres just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball, no.
There's a swing and a miss. Swung on, broken back grounder to third, and it goes just foul. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on, popped up left side. Young. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Sanders Bogart.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
She's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, she's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with her, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Smith in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Still nothing on the scoreboard for her after 5. This is the National League Division Series on the show.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
Zero.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. Line drive, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. The relay throw, safe, and that's her 3rd hit.
She has had such a good day today. I don't think she's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Hold on. Good job.
But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee, start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jake Cronenworth. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Cronenworth in his 9th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Stays alive. And the 0-2. That one just misses. Boomer thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher, Freddie Fermin.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Ian Happ will hit next. 1 for 2. To third, Young. Fires over to first. Happ is gone. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. We go to the top of the 7th. Manny Machado getting ready to hit.
Drive.
That clips the corner.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
Got him looking. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game. And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that is foul. Here's the 0-2. This ball's chopped to the ground. In plenty of time to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Lau at the plate. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one is back. And it's off the batter's eye. Brandon Lau bops one out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
High.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
He goes down looking. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Brewers 3 and the Padres 1. This is the National League Division Series on the show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Trevor McGill.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And next is the designated hitter, Babe Boomer. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. And foul ball.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Out towards right center field. Tatis racing over to make the catch.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And now it's Brandon Lau.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
The Padres down to their final strike. This one in the air center field. Isbell on the move. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Coming to you live from Southern California, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Nick Pivetta.
Well, last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball here.
Nice stop. There's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. One down. Yelly stepping into the box now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Really nice swipe of second right there. She knew she had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but she just beat it.
One out and a runner at second here in Game 3 of the NLDS. That one at the knees for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Got him looking. 2 away.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Boomer stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a pop-up. Cronenworth. And that is that. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. First and second, 1 out. Josh Smith, the next up for the Padres.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in Game 3 of the NLDS. On the ground. Base hit into center field. Here comes Cronenworth around third. He'll score and then tie it. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. This one in the air, center field. 2 away now.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
1 down. Now Machado up here. I wouldn't get too puffed up about that postseason extra base hit thing, Singy. The all-time leader with 4 is Ken Holtzman, a pitcher, and one of his hits was a homer.
Yeah, Boog, I'm sure he was a position player, though, before he started pitching.
Payoff pitch. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. From her knees, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Big Boomer.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and she got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Runner on the go. Swing and a bouncer. On to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, Jackson.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Runner on second, 2 down. That one kicks away from the catcher.
Stand up. Pick it up.
A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Tap back to the mound. Throw over to Cronenworth, and that's the inning. Brewers strand one. They trail it 3-2. Boomer steps in. They're down, but she's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you won't get a whole rally in one swing. She just needs to be the match that lights the fire here.
That one is absolutely belted. And boom goes the dynamite. That's her 4th home run of the series. And we are all tied up. Padres fans are dealing with absolute heartbreak right now.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first here in the late stages of Game 3. Now there's a bullet down the line, and it stays fair. Here comes Cronenworth around third. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the ditch. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
Boomer stepping in now. If she goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boog. This place would go crazy.
Ripped to first, caught. So a 9th inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. And we are tied 4-4. One down. And next is the designated hitter, Josh Smith. 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Boomer. Over to first. 2 away.
Everyone appreciates when a shortstop makes a play like that. Your manager's smiling over there, and your teammates are loving it.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Ian Happ up to hit.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Tied at 4. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Freeland on his way over. Brings it in, and that is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. The 1-1. Up the middle. They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 12th inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. Boomer digging in. Crowd's feeling it. Go-ahead run and scoring position. This at-bat just got a whole lot bigger, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are pressure pitches. You've got to grind it out and come through for the squad.
This one in the air, center field. 2 down.
Up next from Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
So 2 down. Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The 1-0. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the winning run is now in scoring position. Stepping in, Ian Happ.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one carrying. Out of here. Ball game. And the Padres walk it off in game 3.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
Six-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just a win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that could put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy can certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming your way next. Showing the slab in today's game, Joe Musgrove. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
One down. And next is the designated hitter, Babe Boomer. Base hit. So a runner aboard now with one away.
Way to hit the ball right there. Good job.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. And there's no throw. She's in there at second with a stolen base.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive her in now.
On the ground to first.
You're here.
Cronenworth steps on the bag, and that's an out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 10, Sal Frelick.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. This is the National League Division Series on the show.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Babe Boomer.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. That's her 5th homer of the series. And they lead it. It's 2-1. So the streak stays alive. Her 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now she can't miss.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Babe Boomer.
Two down, nobody on. You're in Game 4 of the NLDS. There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. And boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her 2nd home run of the game. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. She saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. She stayed on it and got all of it.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And boom goes the dynamite. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 5-3. Padres fans are dealing with absolute heartbreak right now.
She's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. I mean, a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
So 2 down. Josh Smith, the next up for the Padres. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. The Milwaukee Brewers are 1 step closer. They've advanced to the National League Championship Series.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit, as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.